Hello, my friends. Today I will be recapping the movie called Viking Wolf. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. The movie begins in the year 1050, where some Vikings go to a place with almost 20 ships. They arrive and fight with many people, asking about a secret place where there is treasure, gold, and silver. These people tell the robbers about that place, but also warn them not to go there, otherwise it will be very bad. However, the robbers do not listen and go to the secret place, only to find a wolf. They take the wolf with them on their ship. The story then fast-forwards to over 1,000 years later in a small town where the main character Thil lives with her family. She receives a message from her friend Jonas inviting her to a party, so she tells her father Arthur that she will come home late at night. At the party, Elin becomes jealous of Thil and her friend's closeness. She takes her friend aside and tells him that they should not invite outsiders to their party without informing her. Hearing this, Thil feels bad and decides to leave, but then hears the screams of Elin and her friend. They are lying down and badly hurt. Thil goes to help them and carries Elin with support. Suddenly, someone attacks her shoulder, causing her to fall. She sees someone pulling the mayor's daughter away from the bushes but does not know who it is. The police arrive, including Thil's mother, who is a police officer, and ask Thil for information. She tells them what happened, and her mother finds Elin's phone and a large nail that looks like it was made by a wild animal. Later that night, Thil's mother asks her what happened, and Thil tells her everything. However, when Thil opens her eyes, her mother notices that the color of her eyes has changed, with one eye being a different color than the other. The police question the children who were at the party but do not get much information, and they do not find Elin's body. At night, Liv searches for the nail she found in the jungle. In a certain location, there was a nail that matched the one found on the wolf's body. This made Thil call one of her fellow police officers and inform them that the nail belonged to the wolf. The next morning, Thil's mother received a call from the police officer who informed her that the Elin's corpse had been found. Upon hearing this news, Thil became very nervous and lost control of herself. She was always scared since the incident happened. When Liv went to see Elin's corpse, she was in a terrible condition. The people checking the corpse reported that it had been dragged far away, and many pieces of flesh were missing from her body. There was also a deep cut on her neck. When Thil's mother left the morgue, Elin's mother was insisting on going inside to see her daughter's body. However, Liv did not allow her to do so due to the extent of the damage. Later, Thil had a hallucination where she saw Elin at the scene of the incident, but it was not real. An old man went to the police station and met with Thil's mother, saying that he had information about the case. He claimed that the killer was not an ordinary wolf, but a werewolf, half human and half wolf. This werewolf only showed up during a full moon night and craved human blood. The killing would continue until the last member of this generation of werewolves was dead. Hearing this, Thil's mother dismissed him because she did not believe his words. She reminded him that a girl had died brutally, and he was talking about old stories. As he left, he whispered to Thil's mother that if she ever believed him, she should come and meet him. He gave her a silver gun bullet and told her that the werewolf could be killed only with it. Later, Thil's friend who had invited her to the party earlier apologized and said that everything was his fault. Thil comforted him, saying that he was not responsible for what had happened. As Thil was leaving, Elin's friends stopped her and accused her of being cowardly and not helping their friend. Thil left in anger and went home where she cried and saw wounds on her shoulder. Her mother tried to talk to her, but she didn't want to listen. That night, she had a strange dream about swimming in blood, waking up feeling disturbed. Later, a doctor confirmed that the nail found at the scene belonged to a wolf. Liv led a group of hunters into the jungle to catch the werewolf. While they were searching for another corpse, she and her companions left the hunters behind and continued on their own. After walking a short distance, they come across a cave. Liv bravely enters it and soon discovers a dark pit with a ladder leading down. As she descends, her foot slips, causing her to fall. Meanwhile, the hunters who were approaching the corpse hear terrifying sounds and spot a large, bloody wolf moving towards them. The wolf mercilessly attacks and kills all of them, despite the police team arriving with guns to try to stop it. As Thil's mom begins to climb back up the ladder, the same wolf appears before her, causing her to panic and shoot at it. None of her bullets have any effect until she uses a silver bullet given to her by the old man, which ultimately kills the wolf. She wakes up in a hospital, apparently unharmed, but her companion is in a coma, and many members of her team did not survive the wolf attack. Back at college, Thil experiences hallucinations and hears faint voices, leaving her feeling tired. She encounters the mayor's daughter crying in the bathroom, which only worsens her condition. Later that night, Thil sleepwalks, and her younger sister guides her back to bed. Meanwhile, the doctor examining the wolf's corpse informs Liv that every bullet except for the silver one had no effect on the animal. The old man who gave Thil's mom the silver bullet reveals that the wolf was part of a rare ancient breed that can turn humans into werewolves when bitten. He explains that the cycle will continue until the last wolf of this generation is killed. Finally, Thil confides in her friend about her recent experiences, expressing fear and confusion. As her friend steps away to take a call, Thil becomes fixated on the full moon outside, which traditionally triggers werewolf transformations. And then suddenly, something starts happening to her. She was feeling strange changes in her body, after which she also turns into a wolf. After a while, when her friend comes back and finds her, she attacks him, kills him, and eats him. Now, in the morning when Thil's eyes open, she was shocked to see the blood all around her. Not only this, her friend's finger was coming out of her mouth. She then looks at her face in the mirror and gets scared because her face was like an animal. She doesn't understand what happened to her and what she did with her friend last night. To find out about this, she covers her face and goes to the place of the incident. She sees that her friend was dead, and seeing this, she feels sad. But now she decides that she should go away from all these people. In this condition, she can't even stay with her family. So as soon as it is night, she gets on a bus. There were a lot of people on the bus, but the trouble was that in a while she completely turned into a wolf. Then she attacks a lot of people and kills them mercilessly. Due to this, the car also gets into an accident. As soon as her mom gets news about this, she immediately goes with the doctor on that bus to investigate. During this, she gets the locket of Thil there. Due to this, she understood that this new wolf is no one else but her daughter, Thil. She also tells the doctor about this and says they have to find her as soon as possible. After this, we see the scene of Thil's house where her sister was drawing, who couldn't speak, and then she feels as if someone is coming behind her. As soon as she turns back, there was a wolf there, seeing whom she was very scared. She couldn't speak, so obviously she couldn't call for help. But when she looks into the wolf's eyes, then she understands that the wolf is actually Thil. When she sees in her eyes, she stops, and then her dad comes from behind, who attacks her. Then he puts an electric shock and comes out with his daughter and quickly sits in the car and starts leaving from there. But he was hurt in all this, so he couldn't even drive the car properly and becomes unconscious. Along with that, his car had also met with an accident. Thil's sister leaves the car and goes to hide. Till then, the wolf had also come here following them. Many people of this town also came because they came to know about the accident. The wolf had seen all of them, and there were many people. That's why she attacked them. Because of this, people started running, but she had eaten many people after killing them, and there was blood everywhere. Now Thil's sister comes here because she was very sad to see her sister like this. She goes to talk to her, and the wolf stands right in front of her and says with gestures that she will always be with her and take care of her. But in the meantime, her mom and doctor had also come here. As soon as they see the opportunity, they shoot an arrow at the wolf. Due to this, she did not die but was injured, and taking advantage of this, these people go to a store and hide. And in a while, there was silence everywhere. But then suddenly, a bright light from the car comes, in which actually he was the old man who attacks the wolf with his car to kill her and pushes the car into the store. Due to this, he also gets hurt a lot and falls there. Until then, the wolf had also come here, which also kills him. Then she attacks her mom, who was trying hard to save herself. The doctor could not help her because he was pressed under things, and there was a piece of wood in his hand due to which he was in pain. Due to this pain, he was not even able to pick up the injection lying next to him. Now Thil's sister was also seeing all this, so she comes out with courage and injects that injection into Thil, the werewolf. Due to this, she fell there and became unconscious. The scene cuts here. After this, we see Thil's mom, who was crying in front of her daughter who had turned into a wolf and was unconscious. She apologizes to her, saying that she did not take care of her properly. Then she starts thinking that she can't leave her daughter like this because she poses a big danger to people. However, she can't bring herself to kill her daughter with her own hands. She then picks up a silver bullet, puts it in the gun, and passes it to her daughter, but it's not clear whether she actually shot Thil or not. In the next scene, we see Thil's mom putting the silver bullet in front of a picture of Thil, which implies that she didn't shoot her daughter. The story ends here. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. I always love hearing from my viewers, so feel free to leave a comment below with your thoughts on the video or any suggestions for future content. Once again, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.